風が溢れて雨の下で二人でいるこの時間が永遠に続いて、雨の中のバイク自由になる君とのことが風の中に変わらない気持ち、飛ぶのが楽しい雨の中で感覚が溢れる雨の中のだ君と歩く夢の中に風が溢れて雨の下で二人でいるこの時間が雨の中のバイク自由になる君との時間が全てになる怖くない愛のために雨の中で二人で優しい風が儚い気持ちを吹いて私は翼を広げて知らない時にこの世界に飛び見つけて歩こう始まりの歌怖くない君と一緒にこの夢を見つけるために歩こう歩こう怖い風に乗さって変わらない思い出新しい人に出会いに行こう冒険の中で君と私のこの時知らない苦いに変わらない風が君と共に夢を叶えにそこにいる可愛い人の変わらない思いが過ぎ去っていく怖くない君と一緒にこの夢を見つけるために歩こう歩こう怖い風に乗さって変わらない思い出新しい人に出会いに行こう冒険の中で君と私のこの時空に風が君を咲く怖くない新しい綿が断ち切れないこの素晴らしい時永遠に君と生きる歩こう歩こう怖い風に乗さって変わらない思い出新しい人に出会いに行こう冒険の中で君と私のこの時雨の中の冒険君と歩こう新しい未来に変わらない思い出行こう行こ風が吹きて鳥の中雨が降り来る好きな時間君と一緒にベッドの上だから変わらない気持ち飛ぶのが楽しい傘を咲く寂しくない震えてる知らない全てがキラキラ光が照らす街の中備蓄の風が全てを乗せて雨の中のバイク自由になる君とのことが風の中に変わらない気持ち飛ぶのが楽しい雨の中で感覚が溢れる夏の夜に風が吹きて冷たい風が全てを照らす二人の時がときめきになる 夜の街であなたと生きる水が降る翼のように怖くない気持ちが全てになる光が照らす街の中ビキングの風が全てを乗せて雨の中のボイ自由になる君とのことが風の中に変わらない気持ち飛ぶのが楽しい雨の中で感覚が溢れる水が降る翼のように怖くない気持ちが全てになる光が照らす街の中ビキングの風が全てを乗せて雨の中のボイ自由になる君とのことが風の中に変わらない気持ち飛ぶのが楽しい雨の中で感覚が溢れ中のボイ自由になる君との時間が全てになる怖くない愛のために雨の中で二人で雨の中のボイ自由になる君との時間が全てになる怖くない愛のために雨の中で二人で朝のカフェで歩こう可愛い店が思いを乗せて二人の時間が止まっているこの風の中永遠に
Afternoon. The Butte Boy plays. So today on this one are going today we are going to begin the process of shiny hunting every mega evolvable Pokemon. Mostly it's going to be in X and Y and ORAD. I might do some of them in Let's Go, but this is where we're going to start. We're going to start with the Hoenn starters and go from there. Yancey doesn't count. That one's literally not. But all the other ones. Rayquaza I've hunted in called Emerald. So I'm gonna bring that guy all the way up, but the rest what other legends besides me? Am I blanking on some other legend? Funny, I saw somebody actually. Oh, the Eon do. The Weather Tree can Mega Evolve? They always had Mega Evolution? I just didn't. obviously, yeah, Latios Latios. Yeah, Kyogre and Groudon don't count. Those aren't Mega. But yeah, no, so the only ones that I was like not concerned about, but you know, I've already hunted Latios and Oras with the Latios and Oras with the Eon ticket. So that means I have to figure out a way to get again in the Oras game. Yeah. Yancey, obviously, that's not going to work out. For everything that's actually shiny huntable. But Weather Trio aren't. They don't have Mega Evolution, right, Pokeplays? Pretty sure they're not on that list. That's crazy. Flygon and Jinx, if I somehow manage... I know Rayquaza does, yeah. I said if I somehow manage to actually get through these, what do you call it? These, the rest of the Mega Evolutions before Legends ZA comes out and I have time, then maybe I will. Like, bonus. But I you know, we'll see if that's even gonna be possible. I'll try. Yeah, we were talking about it last time, but you know, no matter how I go about trying to hunt the Kanto starters, it's gonna be a pain. It's either gonna be 4096 resets in X and Y, or 4096 resets in Let's Go, or in the Wild and Let's Go. So. No, yeah, I know, and I'm assuming that they're probably going to actually utilize those, or not utilize those, but make them real in ZA. I have a feeling. I have a... It's funny that, you know, like I set this up maybe a couple days ago, and also a couple days ago I saw on Twitter somebody failing a shiny Trico and Oras, and before that I feel like I hadn't seen somebody hunt the Oras starters in a while, so it was kind of like, oh, I guess that's still happening. But yeah, I mean, I've got like 2 plans as far as like trying to hunt some specific things before ZA comes out, and those are: 1, all the mega evolvable Pokemon if you can, and or what do you call that? The I need to move this counter over. Where did I put this? Where should I put this counter? Put this shit. I'll put it right here. There we go. Right there. Right there. Okay. What up, Imagi? What's the easy way? I haven't I haven't finished my, what do you call that shit? My Google sheet where I'm putting the locations in the games where I'm gonna hunt everything. But as far as Audino is concerned, I'm pretty sure it's Dex navigable in Oras. Oh well, yeah, Friend Safari as well, but I'm pretty sure it's Dex navigable in Oras maybe. If I have an Audino, I It kind of just depends, I guess. Because I'm trying to make it as easy as possible so that I can actually complete it. So if I do have a Friend Safari available with Audino, which I probably do out of all my 3DSs, then I might do that. Otherwise, I think, like I said, I think it's available in ORAS via DexNav, unless I'm wrong. Have fun with Mawile and Sableye? What do you mean? Aren't those are horde encounters? Are they not? I feel like at least Mawile is like a horde encounter. Let me see. To be held to hunt in Gen 5. Yeah, Gen 5 would suck. Taking grass only, right? They are, but only in ORAS and their version exclusive. I mean, that's okay. Them being in hordes makes it super easy, because at least in the my cartridge copies of ORAS, I got the shiny charm. It's all completed, so I'll definitely be hunting them like across different games. And obviously across different saves too, especially if I go like the Kanto route in X and Y for the starters. Because my X and Y cartridges are also completed. What is that error, by the way? I have no idea. It's a communication error, and it only happens when I have my 3DS is using the input redirection software, so that I can control both of them with a controller. But yeah, I noticed when I wasn't using that and I was doing resets manually during my setup, it wasn't doing that, but once I did do this, it was. And I remember when I was doing resets before, it was doing that. So I was like, yes, I am hunting with. My 3DS. How you do that? You have to have custom firmware on your 3DS, and then you have a program called that's called input redirection, and you, as long as your 3DS is on the same network as your computer and you have the controller plugged in the while you're using that software, the input will go to your 3DS. And I think you can use other controllers as well. I'm not really sure, but I know the Xbox one, so that's why I use. Hell yeah, dude. The way to do it. It honestly, like, it makes playing all kinds of games on the 3DS, platformers. I mean, yeah, obviously fighting games. If you wanted to play any fighting games, but like platformers and fighting games, it makes it so much better being able to use a different controller. Like the ultimate 3DS enjoyment setup, I feel like if you want to like enjoy playing, that's the best way is like, yeah, get a capture card, custom firmware, then have a controller. You want to like, you know, play your 3DS games on a bigger screen too. Like that's how I was playing Bravely Default when I was playing that. And it was like an awesome experience doing it that way. Hunting these mons in Gen 6 or 7 exclusively where you can mega... Yeah. So only in the games where you can actually mega evolve them. So I was trying to like keep it all in Gen 6. But if I include Gen 7, it makes my my plan like infinitely easier. Because I was going to make exceptions for like, you know, like the Kanto starters, for instance. I was like thinking about doing them in like Let's Go in some capacity, whether it's the gift resets or otherwise. But doing it in Gen 7, like Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, would obviously make some of these hunts much easier. Because ultimately, it's to get the shinies and, what do you call it? Get the shinies and be able to showcase the Mega Evolution. My goal, so... I have a feeling, well, I don't know. Okay, because, yeah, no, definitely. That would be, like, the easiest, is just to hunt everything. Scarlet Violet. But that's not what I'm trying to do. The other thing that I wanted to do, but I figured the Mega Evolution route would be easier, was to, like, try to get every Kanto Pokemon in Kanto. I mean, Kanto. Every Kalos Pokemon in Kalos. Like, every Pokemon that was introduced in the Kalos region, shiny hunted in Kalos. And most of those would be pretty, like, doable, except for the starter hunts are just, you know, horrendous. So, you know, obviously that would, like, make it a lot more difficult. That, and if I really wanted to, like, include, you know, since I can't shiny hunt the legendaries actually in Kalos, if I wanted to include the legendaries just for fun, I'd have to do DAs, and those DAs would be, you know, in my experience, very bad. Doing every Kantomon, I would say go on quest. Well, the only problem with that is also the goal would be to try to be able to bring those shinies into what do you call that shit? ZA eventually. Oh. I'd be down to do DAs with you. I'm gonna have to try to figure out then how I want to do. I can manage doing at least a single DA with my GameCube setups. So, and I was doing that a little bit when I was streaming like last year. Keza was wanting to do DAs, so I was doing DAs on stream with But yeah, I even have this overlay that's like, where is it? This one, where it's got the four game cubes and the one Switch. So we're not doing that today. If anything, if I get tired of this or bored of this, then we're gonna go back to the Ditto stuff. So that's the plan. And I had such a fucking busy morning, and it's really annoying because this is my my first day off. Tomorrow's gonna be my second day off, but I have to do from 3:30 to whenever. So outside of the morning, my day's all busy. And then fucking start work again on Sunday. Only positive though is I'm off at 1:45 on Sunday instead of 4 o'clock. Great. I'll have time to do some shiny hunting and or do some of the gaming that I may not get to tonight. Because I bought Master Chief Collection, and I don't remember if you guys were around when I was talking about it last time, but I didn't really play Halo a lot, very much ever as a kid. Like growing up, I never had an Xbox, and so whenever I played Halo, it was like at other people's houses, and because of that, I never really got super interested in Halo. That being said, though, you only need. Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot. You're right. The only problem with that is, well, not that it's really a problem, but it would be, what do you call that shit? It'd be full odds. I don't have the shiny charm in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I would also have to finish Ultra Moon, which I'm very close to. But yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Just Zygarde. I mean, either way, I'd have to, for the Kanto challenge, I'd want to get Mewtwo, and the only way I could do that is if I shiny hunted it in Let's Go. And I couldn't imagine playing Let's Go Eevee all the way to the end of the game and then also trying to fill my Pokedex again for the shiny charm. It just doesn't feel worth it. It'd be so much more work than I really want to do. So I just wish I would have had motivation and the idea to do either of these things earlier, because I had plenty more time. But it is what it is. That's why I feel like the Mega Evolution route, at the very least, would be more feasible. So I'm gonna start with that. Sounds good, man. Thank you. Appreciate the lurk. This is pretty, it feels almost nostalgic, even though I've never done the ORAS specific Hoenn starters. Because I did the ones in Ruby and Sapphire, and those are the first hunts that I did when I got my like 4x GameCube setup. So I have like very positive memories associated with hunting the Hoenn starters. After, a long time of wanting to have a 4x setup with GameCubes and a lot of money later, I was able to finally do that, and it was pretty exciting. Especially because those hunts, I got lucky on 2 out of the 3 and got them the 2 out of the 3 very under odds. It was really fun. The resets were fast as well, so that definitely helped. But thankfully, so are the Gen 6 resets. They're not bad at all. This morning was fucking busy for me, man. Got my car washed, got an oil change, picked up my suit. Then I had to go to a couple places around town to find a new dress shirt. I found out the Macy's in my city actually completely closed down. I knew some of the stores were closing, but I didn't know mine closed. I haven't been up to the mall to where Macy's used to be for any reason specifically recently at all. That was a surprise. Had to look around a little. Literally, I feel like a cat hair in my mouth. God damn it. Fucking cats. Anyway, I had, like I said, very busy morning. I was hoping to go live by 1 p.m. today. And 2 hours later, here we are. Or I guess now 3 hours later. But it is what it is sometimes. I wish that in ORAS, when you do the post-game starter hunts, I wish that you had the sequence where you threw them out of the Pokeball like you do here, but it's just just one of those where you have to like check your party. It's infinitely less cool than throwing your Pokemon out. Oops, I just realized I never picked Eevee up off the ground back there. Well. Also, the freaking World Series Dodgers jerseys, like the World Series Championship ones with the gold trim, those came out today, man. And I'm just so sad at how broke I am. I feel like I need those, or like one of those so badly. But like, it's hard to justify, spending $200 on a jersey that I'm gonna wear maybe never, or like if I go to one game this year, just like it's. But also, who knows when they'll win the World Series again. Like, it never matters for the Dodgers if they're stacked, because they're always stacked. But even though they're stacked all the fucking time, they don't win a whole lot. Like, they don't win the World Series, or make it to the World Series for that matter. So, why, you know, them winning last year was a fucking miracle for me. Even though, like, a lot of, you know, fans of other baseball teams might be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course they were going to win. But it's like, they're favorited to win on paper, like, a lot of the time. But they just fucking choke sometimes, bro. So I'm used to seeing them fucking just blunder themselves into oblivion. Yeah, as far as most of these Mega Evolution hunts, these ones are going to be probably the most difficult outside of doing Mewtwo. And I'm trying to think, like, what the heck, Smoozy?
Elico Smooth just subscribed.
I was gonna say, didn't this just happen? Yeah, it just happened. It must have been the next month already. A week later. That's weird. But thank you, man. How's it going? Assuming it's not super late for you this time. Only 7? Hell yeah. How's the work been, bro? Been a little sick since Monday. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, bro. Hope you feel better. Being sick sucks. Actually, kind of a bummer that Pooch can't be shiny in ORAS. They made it so you can still get shiny Starly in BDSP. I wish they would have not made this Pooch shiny locked. Just the weather change, or that does get to people for sure. We're having a warming trend here right now. It's been nice and cool for quite a while, but it's gonna get hot on Monday, which I'm not excited for. Yeah, I've been on a little bit of a bad kind of like I don't know, the worst gout flare I've ever had as far as like persisting. And you know, I'm on like a second round of steroids right now. And while I'm on the steroids, like, it's helping the inflammation and I can actually like walk and shit, and which is great and everything, but the fact that, you know, it hasn't gone away in like I think it'll be 2 whole weeks on Sunday. You know, it's really not, I don't want to say concerning, but it's definitely upsetting because, like, I don't know, when you're able to walk normally all the time and then you can't, I feel like I just take walking. It makes me makes me feel like I take walking for granted, like just being able to be on my feet and like walk around and do whatever the fuck I want to, need to, whatever. It always I always get a newfound appreciation for being able to be normally fucking mobile after I have a flare. But this one is, you know, it's lasted quite a while, so you know, I'm gonna take full advantage of being able to move once I finally get better. But man, it's been rough because, like, you know, I gotta be on my feet for my job, and so last week I had to miss, the last week I had to miss work, which sucked. And then this week it's just been like rough, but you know, this steroid is also doing a number on my body, which I'm not happy about, but either that or, you know, deal with inflammation. So now I have to go, because, and if it turns out that my shit somehow doesn't get better still, even after this second course of like longer course of steroids, then I gotta go see my rheumatologist and see what the fuck's going on. I haven't had a gout flare this bad in years, where it's lasted this fucking long. Completely ego. What? Did you whisper me? Trying to hook me up. Oh, did you send me like the link for the fucking jersey, bro? Is that what happened? I was actually talking about that earlier and how I'm upset at being broke and deciding on whether or not how badly I need to throw a jersey and hat on my credit card. But you know, I'll probably end up doing it. I've been looking at it, replacing. I'm gonna put sorry. If I do get one, which I probably will, it will be the Freeman one. Like 100% Freeman one. The problem now, though, it's just like there's so many different jerseys I want. You know, I still don't have like a road one, like the road gray. So I think that'll go to Yamamoto, and then I don't have the alternate blue. I think that'll be a Sasaki one. I think I'm going to buy who had the most impact in the series. Yeah, definitely. That's why, you know, I held off on getting the regular World Series champions one for what do you call it? For the gold ones, right? I was waiting for these, so yeah, you know, I think I still have to do it, despite me feeling like the wrong choice financially. Fucking, you like the gold ones? Honestly, I think they're all right. What I don't like, though, is the fucking cheap ass screen printed fucking patch. Like, it's not even a patch, bro. Like, fucking joking? You charge $200? And you're not even gonna give us a real fucking patch? Like, are you joking? So yeah, that shit kind of pisses me off. Like, really? That's $200. Can't fucking throw a real patch on that shit. Yeah, so that kind of pisses me off a little bit, but you know, whatever. Nike made the other jerseys, right? Oh, yes. Yeah, like my 2020 World Series champion jersey is Nike. So is the City Connect, also Nike. But yeah, like that 2020 World Series one, it has a fucking actual patch on the side. But yeah. I don't know. I do like the 2020 gold one better a little bit, but I also don't care. I just need one that commemorates them fucking winning. So I think if it was sewn in the front, it wouldn't look so bad. The screen print with the gold looks a bit cheap. Wait, are you fucking telling me that the shit on the front is also screen printed? Because if that's, I thought it was just the patch on the side. No way, bro. That's fucking dog shit. $200 for that? Hold on. That's fucking dumb as hell. Hold on, let me take a look. No way. How fucking cheap? Like, how much do they think baseball jerseys are fucking worth? Like, that's bullshit. Oh, I don't know. That looks stitched to me, unless I'm tripping, bro. Let me see. Yeah, no, you can actually, if you click on it, yeah, it's stitched. If you click on it, okay. You scared me for a second, bro. Yeah, if you click on it and scroll down to like some of the pictures that show like different spots on the jersey, like kind of not blown up, but zoomed in on, it at least shows stitch. So yeah, I was gonna say that if that shit was like literally fucking, if that would be a crime. If that shit was actually screen printed for that price, like, fanatics can go fuck themselves. Because like already having the patch being screen printed, I felt was kind of fucking ridiculous. Especially for $200 a jersey. What's up, Joe? How you doing? I'm surprised I don't have a command that that points to, despite all the shiny Heracrosses. I think maybe if you do like Heracross 1 or Heracross 4 or something, maybe those have the associated clips. Oh no, I think it's, hold on, actually I think I remember. Like, oh yeah, so like that there's one. That's the Heart Gold Soul Silver one. The fuck? What could the $400 one be? Dodgers jerseys. What would be the difference here? Elite jersey. What does that mean? High performance, breathable, and often moisture wicking fabrics. The fit is designed to be closer to the players on field with a more fitted and athletic cut. Features stitch names and numbers. Sometimes other premium details like shoulder patches. Doesn't seem worth it, realistically. Oh, those fuckers. That's so fucked up. Charging you $200 for a patch. Essentially. Now, fuck them, dude. Fucking $400. What jersey's worth $400? It's crazy. I think $400. That's bullshit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I have to say about that, dude? I saw some motherfucker at the Dodger game with a with a completely obvious like bootleg fucking City Connect Dodger jersey, and I was just like, at least I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? Like I think it was. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like how the name looked on the back. It was just like the wrong color. 'Cause I was wearing a City Connect jersey. What were the 2020 ones? Oh, I don't know. Who knows? Because I didn't buy the 2020 gold one. I bought the 2020 just regular World Championship one with a patch. So I don't know how much those were. But he's the GOAT. But he's been dropping tons of love. So what's going on, Migsby? Fucking see the Nintendo Switch 2 or Nintendo Switch patches for the fucking Mariners, bro. It looks so goddamn bad. It looks horrible. I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I think that looks like shit. What starter? I'm going with my boy Steven, aka Chikorita. What about you? What are you doing? Yeah, no, I don't have the gold one. That's why I kind of need one. Why does... I wonder if the time is going to change a little bit in both these games. I just realized, like, for some reason, it looks a little bit darker. I think it's a time difference. I was like, what? Might be going into dusk a couple minutes earlier on the other 3D. I was like, why do they look different? You any good at troubleshooting GameCubes? One of my game, it won't turn on at all. You kanji or regular English? For Sasaki, probably regular English. For the Yama one, I think I would do the kanji. So, Yamamoto kanji on the road away, or on the away jerseys. And then the Sasaki with the alternate blues. That's my plan. No, it's not the power cord because using another GameCube, I use my multimeter on quite a few points and I'm stumped. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I thankfully have not had a problem like that on any of the GameCubes yet. The only problem I do have is like on one of them for quite a while now, the laser is like dying, I think, or something. Like I literally have to like run it and warm it up essentially for a while before it like actually reads a disc. That's the only issue I've run into with these GameCubes, thankfully. Totodile, but I want both Johto starters. Yeah, no, I'd definitely be going for. Gonna be shiny locked, of course, but definitely picking chicken. Here. I think this is the year that they're supposed to make him back to normal. I don't know, man. I've been experiencing just all kinds of weird fucking pains also while going through this stupid gout shit and this medication. I've just been feeling all kinds of weird I wish I could just feel normal again. Fucked up. Time to buy a new cube. This economy, bro. And GameCubes used to be cheap. Wonder how much it would cost. Is it yeah, I wonder how much just like a regular ass North American region GameCube costs. No Game Boy player, just console and all the hookups. Yeah, GameCube games specifically, though, have definitely gotten so expensive. That I do know. You have a good retro shop near you where you can get that taken care of? Been to, yeah, I have. I haven't been in a while, but I have been to Game Dude. Thing called Blue Shell Gaming that does repairs. I trust them adequately. Diagnose the problem. I mean, yeah, it's worth a shot before you go try to buy a whole ass new console. Last night I was telling Sammy about raising my monitors, and he said I should look into getting a swivel mount with the arm. And I ordered it last night, got it this morning. Turns out the listing was for the back plate that connects my monitor to the arm. And the arm is separate. Well, yeah. I had to get a specific back plate for my fucking what do you call it? My fucking monitor, because it's curved. And so, you know, that was fucking stupid. You live like 2 miles from there. Oh, I don't know if I knew you were from out here, Migsby. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I haven't been to Game Dude in a while, but yeah, I've been there a handful of times. Yeah, that place was always nice because it had, you know, the, like, I mean, obviously I don't need to tell you, but it had like the paper that had like all the game prices, even though they had so many games, right? So, you know, individually listing all of them would probably be a nightmare for them as far as that's concerned. You had the paper you can look up as reference guys. Only problem with that is, like, I was thinking, the only problem with that, I was thinking, for like them as a business, is the fact that, like, you know, especially with retro games, the prices are changing a lot off, you know, a lot. So could be like could be getting deals unless they just overpriced to begin with, you know. I just don't remember what their price, maybe their prices were overpriced for me or something, because I don't remember buying anything from them before, despite going in there a handful of a friend who bought like 60 something GameCubes for parts many years ago for dirt cheap, and did he just like Frankenstein some of them together? I wonder how many he was able to get out of that. I love them from when I was making a Christmas list. Yeah. Perfect. Arm comes tomorrow. Seems like I need the backplate anyway, but I got an extra put it together. Might have been good. Arm I got coming is better. You got monitors set up similar to that? Yeah, I have a few monitors on their own individual arms. One is like a curved. My main display is like a curved landscape. Curved regular monitor that I have set up landscape, and then I have like another side that's portrait, also on an arm. But it's so big that it, even though it's on an arm, it's like standing on my desk, like on my desk. So her chat is I was on this big monitor. And my third monitor is a that's kind of how much. Excuse me. So if you're near Game Dude, are you familiar with like what is that game? Are you familiar with Game Realms in Burbank? You've been out there? I like going to that spot because every so often they have like a game swap, like a retro game swap, and a bunch of vendors come and also sell there. And I like going to that because they have those usually like I want to say every other month or something. Yo, what's up, Gilgamesh? The other arm I got, it's one main stand with 2 arms. I mean, that's the better way to do it realistically. I just had previously bought these stands a long time ago, so I've had them for a while now. But yeah, if I were to buy one now, I would have rather had one for 2, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, not having a monitor stand, like a mic or a monitor arm, is just the wrong choice. I feel like, like you just need one. There's no reason to lose all that space on your desk, especially when like, you know, you can get a decent monitor arm for not a whole lot of money, and the amount of space that you're able to have on your desk, you know, definitely worth it. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it to anybody else that still isn't using a monitor arm for their monitor. Never been there? Oh, okay. If you follow them on Instagram, you can see when they have retro game swaps. If you're like into something like that specifically, I'd recommend it. I've definitely gotten some of my better deals on some of my like I don't know, just some of my retro game collection. Like I got this from there. If I can grab it without destroying the universe. Got this big box Pokemon Stadium from when I went to the retro game swap at that. It is cool. Definitely cool. It's funny because it's like a third of the price of the English version. I have the English version over here that I would grab, but I'd have to take more things down to do that. But what was that box? Big box Pokemon Stadium 1, which is basically Pokemon Stadium Beta. This is the version of Pokemon Stadium we didn't get in the West. They had Pokemon Stadium 2, and then Pokemon Gold and Silver. Pokemon Stadium 2 is our Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Gold and Silver is our Pokemon Stadium. So this version actually doesn't exist. Technically. Pokemon Green being featured on the back. Oh fuck! That Chewbacca? It is Chewbacca, dude. It is in fact Chewbacca. Oops. Wrong one. Oh, shit. Nope. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Everything's fucked. Hold on. Scarborough. Oh no. I did not. I was just showing them my boxes. My expensive cardboard boxes. It's Troll Orb and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. 2 rooms later on the same floor. See Kecleon shop. Like the game is telling you something. What is it telling you? It's Shiny Hunt Kecleon. Size of your monitors? Oh. Don't know. Let me see. Let me check my Amazon. Amazon. Search all orders. Monitor. Alright. What was it? It was a... I've had this monitor. Oh, I guess it wouldn't be 2 years yet. This is a 32-inch monitor. And then the vertical one I have is honestly something close to that. That's why it's like a gigantic monitor to have landscape or sorry, portrait. That's what I was saying, like it's on an arm, but it's also just standing up on the desk actually. It's not like it's being supported by the arm, but it's literally on my desk. Because it was one of my previous duels. I had 2 of these IPS panels before, but I needed a like a real fucking monitor that wasn't capped at 60 hertz to play games on. Refresh rate on this one is 165. Yeah. So I had a 60 hertz. I was living in what felt like the Stone Ages as far as monitor quality for a while. What's up, Sammy? Sammy dropping in with a nut. About 2 years ago, I got this monitor. Yeah, I like it a lot. Just, you know, it was annoying that I had to get a specific fucking attachment because it's curved in order to get it to attach to the vase mount. So that shit was annoying. Even then, like, I feel like I still didn't get it on there quite right, but you know, it hasn't fallen down and eaten shit, so I guess it's good enough. And like I said, apparently it's been almost 2 years. Got it in July of 2023, it said. Kecleon shop is there. It steals the item. They then try to come break you in half, but if you do it near the stairs, you'll be fine. Starters today? Yeah, man. I'm going to attempt to try to get all of the Mega Evolvable Pokemon shiny before Legends ZA comes out. That's the goal here. Whether it's possible or not is another story, but there's going to be an attempt at the very least. The one that I was also, the one that's surprisingly kind of awful to try to do, I was looking between like Let's Go and X and Y is Kangaskhan. Because like if I were trying to do it in Let's Go, you know, that would arguably be easier. But X and Y, Kangaskhan you can only get in what is that cave called? Is it Reflection? No, it's not Reflection. What is that other one called? The cave where you walk around a fucking corner. Hey, Pink Britter, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. What's going on? You know how many you're missing? Well, all of them. I'm starting right now. So that's why I'm saying I may not be able to finish that. That's the plan, though. I don't know, because, you know, like what? Let's just say, let's assume that at the latest, Legends ZA comes out in October? Probably won't even be that long, I think. It'll probably be sooner, who knows, but that's why I'm like, I don't know if I can actually do it, but I'm gonna try. So seeing Oras hunts, nice. I'm a big fan of Gen 6. Actually. Specifically Oras, or well, I don't want to say that. I love X and Y's actually. But Oras just has so many cool shiny hunts that you can do. You know, 4 sets of starters, all kinds of legendaries. Worst, you can continue the hunt for it after Bank is still there. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The only ones that I was like thinking about and I was like, how am I going to do some of these is, you know, I've already hunted for Rayquaza and Emerald. And I feel like doing that and using that Rayquaza isn't a cop-out, but at the same time, like, if I want to record new footage for every single shiny that I get for that, then I'd be using a shiny clip from like 4 years ago. Depends on how many work days you got. There's a lot of those. Just gonna have to consistently actually hunt. But you know, just like I was saying the other day when I was talking about doing this for the first time, before I actually had started setting it up, is you know, I wish I didn't have the motivation / idea / like, I guess mostly motivation to do this right when Egg Month is right around the corner. That kind of like, you know, throws a wrench in my plan if I actually want to do that, you know what I mean? Especially with the stupid Togepi that I want to do in order to get any eggs done. Like, it just takes so much goddamn time. So that's why I'm also like a lot more on the fence on whether or not this is possible. So, you know, if I commit to Egg Month, like actually that's like a month of hunting that goes away. Wanted to spice it up by doing some full odds egg hunts in Gen 3 for some of the Mega Pokemon. That's some crazy talk. Although that would kind of like kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's not the worst idea, but if I'm gonna do Egg Month, I'm gonna do Togepi, I think. Still. I gotta keep giving it a shot. So I can at least still be the second person that got that thing. Since being the first isn't possible anymore.
輝く風君と一緒に永遠に歩こう花が咲く頃明日に思う
Still in the process of training like the Jirachi, Deoxys, and Mew in my copy of Fire Red, or I think it's Leaf Green. I put them all on in order to get them their champion ribbon for Gen 3. I tried to see if I could just like go through, because I wanted to get Rayquaza the champion ribbon as well as, what do you call it? As well as the shiny Ho-Oh I have from Fire Red. I wanted to get the champion ribbon on those guys as well. So I was seeing if I could have them carry me through, but not enough. Oh, and shiny Mewtwo was the other thing I have on there. I was gonna go with Mewtwo, what is it? Mewtwo, Deoxys, Mew, Jirachi, Rayquaza, and Ho-Oh was the team I was gonna use. That for, like I said, half the team was like level 50-ish now, and it's like the Elite Four. What do you call it? The rebattle, right? Everything's a lot stronger. They have different Pokemon and they're stronger. So that wasn't enough to like carry them all the way through. I tried, and I got to my rival with copious amounts of revives and hyper potions. But that's as far as I was able to get. So casually training them in Cerulean Cave now, since Victory Road is just not enough experience. With the amount of, like, I'm just surprised with the amount of times I've trained my Pokemon in Victory Road that I've never seen a random shiny there. You too, Gilgamesh? You've never gotten a shiny randomly training in Victory Road? I think it's crazy. Like, I purposefully shiny hunt all over the place anywhere else, and I do just as many encounters, arguably, just training shit in Victory Road, and I'm just like, it's just nuts that it's never happened. But yeah, I do like ORS a lot. They're definitely really good games to shiny hunt in. Really good methods. Really good, like, targets. My favorite game. Also just like Hoenn in general. Never played a mystery dungeon game. $200 resets an hour-ish? Bad. Not great. I was kind of curious what kind of rate this would go at. I haven't done a dual reset hunt Gen 6 in a while. Now I have an idea. Especially since it's faster reset. Not like the X and Y starters. Man, I would love to hunt Fennekin at some point. That reset is so dang long. Lost 2 Reviver Seeds to frickin' Rosalia. Frickin' Rosalias, man. Oh, which reminds me, not that specifically, but speaking of Gilgamesh, speaking of you and hunting things, there's some Japanese dude on Twitter that I've been seeing. He's also hunting Jirachi. Posts every so often a picture of a not shiny Jirachi. Like, it's been blah blah blah. This many resets. We're not even close to where Gilgamesh is at right now. Ultimate moves are lethal in Mystery Dungeon. They're all packing Petal Blue. Wrong attack. I know. Why am I dying? Never mind, I can't see. I was trying to see if I could find that dude's most recent post. I don't remember what his name is. Or I follow him. Jirachi distribution disc in and of itself is a pretty strange when you think about it. Especially since all of their distributions were meant to like be only accessible through Game Freak sanctioned events, or not Game Freak, but like just like Pokemon sanctioned events, or like through or through like their actual stores, right? The Pokemon Center, and or I guess not the Pokemon Center, but Nintendo. Wait, no. Yeah, the Pokemon Center. I guess that's what it was before it became Nintendo. But just like stuff like that. But the bonus discs themselves being like something that is a distribution method for a Pokemon. Them being available on purpose to the public isn't. Because as far as I'm aware, especially like even those like DS carts, distribution carts for Gen 4 and 5 legendary Pokemon and things like that. As far as I'm aware, I think those were supposed to be destroyed. So the fact that they exist still, kind of wild to me. Also, like the market for those got crazy. Once upon a time, I feel like it wasn't too bad to get them, but nowadays it's really expensive. I think we lose in the NLDS, but I don't know to who. I think we lose first round this year. And then we'll be the laughing stock of MLB again. Like usual. Yeah. First round. I don't know who. Oh. That's what you meant. God, I don't know. I'd have to look at our... Let me look at the schedule. So we start against the Tigers, right? Yeah, so Tigers. We'll sweep the Tigers. I think we can go undefeated until we play the Phillies. I think we lose our first game in the Phillies series. I think they're going to go on a tear at the beginning here against the Tigers and Braves. Tigers got Scooball and Flaherty. Okay, and Braves got Strider back. Okay, and they're not going to fucking score. You know what I mean? And by them, I mean the opposition, not the Dodgers. But yeah, I think they can sweep the Tigers and the Braves. You might not score either. Nah. No, but yeah, I think the Phillies series is where we're actually going to drop a game or two. Over under 12.5 runners left on base in the first 5 games, and they'll still outscore the opposition. But yeah, that's pretty accurate. No, but yeah, like back to the question you didn't ask though. I still think we're not going back to back this year. It's hard to do in baseball, and like I feel like the Dodgers, it doesn't matter. I was saying this before you got here, but the Dodgers fucking, it doesn't matter how good they are on paper. It never ever fucking matters, right? Like they could be the favorites, and they are the favorites a lot of the time to win. But time and time again, that doesn't matter. They find a way. On paper, this is the best team that maybe has ever been in existence, right? Like that. I feel like that's not even a hot take. I feel like that's probably just a fact. As long as we stay healthy, well, yeah. But also, so you think that the era of the Dodgers choking in the playoffs is over just because we won, because I don't. I can never feel that way, dude. I would argue that was, yeah, I don't know. That was a goddamn miracle, to be honest with you. The fact that we won last year, with everything that went wrong all year long. I've just been a Dodger fan for too long, man, that I can't ever truly be on board. I've been hurt too much. And like I said, like, if they won with everybody being fucking injured, but then this year everybody's not injured, and then they added pieces on paper, like, there's no way they should lose to anybody ever, realistically. Obviously that's not how baseball works, but like, yeah, this is definitely the best team that has existed probably ever in the history of MLB on paper. "24 scoreless versus the Padres. Yeah, like, baseball is just so unpredictable, man. You know? At least we're not Padres fans, because how embarrassing. They, like, the last few years were, like, honestly their only real chance at, like, actually ever winning the World Series, and now they'll who knows when they'll ever have another chance. Yeah, like, they'll fucking, the Padres won't even make the playoffs, but they'll still talk shit. That's what'll happen this year if the Dodgers don't win it all. Because of course they will. Like, what else? What do they have to talk about? Yeah, they had a chance. They had a chance. No. I just liked it when, you know, the Padres weren't pretending to be the Dodgers rivals, and they were just like that team from San Diego that sucked, you know? And then it was like nobody hated them, because what's there to hate? They're bad. And their fans weren't, like, annoying because they knew that their team sucked. Front office now too, yeah, like, aren't they having all kinds of problems with, like, the owner's kids and his brothers and the wife? I don't know. There's just, like, they're trying to, there's, yeah, something like that, right? There's, like, issues about who the owner or some shit. I don't know. Something like that. I don't really know because I don't care that much. But I still haven't bought the show 25. Have you? Assuming you did. Oh, okay, I see. That's what it is. It was something like that. Got the deluxe, so I played it early. Yeah, I haven't picked it up yet. Been too broke to even think about that. But by the time the season starts, probably go pick it up. What, next week, next Thursday? Opening day for everybody. By then I'll have it picked. As of right now, I'm chilling on that. I've been seeing people post on Twitter, they're like, I fucking hit perfect 3 times in a row when I got out. This game is bullshit, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bitch, have you played baseball before? Like, that shit just happens, bro. Like, you can fucking barrel up balls perfect, but they just go right to people. Like, that's just what happened. Like, what can you do, you know? That's why people's batting averages are fucking what they are in Major League Baseball, and they're not like fucking 500 and shit. Because, like, these are the best athletes in the world, and they'll barrel up stuff perfect a lot of the time, but it doesn't matter still. Unless you're Ohtani, because he defies normal baseball logic somehow. He is like a video game character. Exactly. I thought that was pretty funny that Muncy got like a little bit pissed off, thinking he was actually gonna catch that ball or something. It's like, bro, like that dude caught it after it had already passed your glove. He didn't get in your way. I mean, he might have, you know, made him like, I don't know. He wasn't gonna catch that ball. Is my point. I was like, you're gonna catch that, bro. But, homie. It is wild that like we can run a lineup out there without Muncy, or sorry, without Mookie or Freddie, and it's just like it's still a pretty oppressive lineup. Good enough to handle the fucking Cubs anyway. One thing though, over those 2 games, like seeing how like what pitchers we get to use over the course of like both games, and how there are just so many, not perfect, but like crazy options. Like our pitching depth is unbelievable, bro. Like on a night to night basis, like Roberts has so many fucking crazy options. Like it must be not easy, but like must be nice, right? I would say that's the biggest difference, obviously, right? If all our pitchers stay healthy, like that shit's crazy. All the pitchers stay healthy like all year long, then you know we're talking probably what's the record? Like literally the record. Yeah, and he's arguably one of our worst pitchers, Fonda. And he's no fucking slouch. Yeah, I think they could beat the record if everybody fucking stays healthy. Under 16 wins, 2001 married. NL West is like a relatively tough division too, so I feel like if the Dodgers were say in the Central or something, it would definitely be easier. Playing the Padres, you know, Diamondbacks. Giants are looking to be okay, I think, this year also, so. That stat that's like Dodgers won the NL West 11 to 12 years bugs me. That game 163. Yeah, bro. But they got him back. They got him back in the NLDS, right? Was that the NL? That was the NL. But still, yeah. No, for real. The Giants fall off was crazy. I personally prefer the Giants to be good than the Padres. I just have this deep-seated hate for the Padres now. Like, zero respect, only hate. The Giants I have respect for a little bit, even though I also obviously don't like them. But I just hate the Padres. I hate them. I hate their fan base. I wish that team just didn't exist. I don't like them. Sammy's brother is a Padre fan, he said. Yikes, dude. Almost followed Sammy just by association. I mean, like, you know, does he like being embarrassed? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how anybody can be a Padres fan. Like, why? You know what I mean? You like losing? You like talking shit and then getting your shit kicked in? Like, I don't. But, you know, because like they don't even have, like, you know, if you're a Yankees fan, right? You can go talk about all the World Series that you never got to see that your team won. But in the case of the Padres, it's like one. Have they won the pennant even? Yeah, of course. They've been to the World Series, right? Like once or twice or something. What can you even say? Like, I don't even know most and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I was okay with the Padres and the Padres fans before, because they just were like, yeah, whatever. And we were like, yeah, whatever. You guys suck. Okay, cool. Like, there's no reason to hate you. You're like the Rockies. Like, who hates the Rockies? Like, it just feels mean to hate the Rockies. That's how it felt before with the Padres too. Like, why would you hate the Padres? That just seems mean. They just suck. But now it's just like they came out of nowhere acting like they were fucking something, and that they're fans of this team, and it's like, fuck, first of all, you guys have no history of being good ever. And you guys are acting like you're fucking good all of a sudden. Like, what the fuck are you talking? Talking all this shit. Like, bro, nobody even thinks about you. It's just funny. D-backs for a while too. The D-backs, right? Obviously, you know, they won back in, what was that, 2001? The right year? I don't remember all I remember is they beat the Yankees. I don't remember what year that was. But then even them, yeah, like they sucked for a while, but then they'd have small stretches of time where they're like decent. But also like I never felt any reason to hate the Diamondbacks either. It was always just the Giants. It was always just the Giants. But you know, the Giants have also gone through phases of being really good and then really bad. So but yeah, you know, like that, but you know, that's what I'm saying. At least the Giants, like, if they wanted to shit talk the Dodgers, it's like, yeah, you guys have more World Series than the Dodgers do in recent years, like recent history. So they can actually say something at least. To which I'd be like, well, yeah, you guys are fucking booty cheeks now, though, so who gives a fuck? But at least they could say something. But like, Padres fans can't back up their shit for anything because, like, they've always sucked. And when they had a chance to be good, they still sucked. So why they're the worst fan base, bro. Padres NL pennant in '98. Yippee, dude. Congrats. 84 before that. How embarrassing. They fucking talk. That's what I'm saying. Like, aren't they embarrassed? Like, why would you want to say you're a Padres fan? Because like, if I were to describe what the Padres vibes were before the Machado era, what happened? My stream? That was weird. Of Andy, yeah, that was weird. Not really sure what happened. Haven't had that happen before. I had to restart OBS real quick.